So this might be one of the more deep videos on this channel so far, because feeling inner emptiness is such a big problem in our society right now, because I have the feeling that many people feel like this right now, but are afraid to talk about it. This was maybe different many years ago, because if you felt this kind of emptiness, you were speaking to someone and solved the problem. But I feel nowadays many people are afraid to talk about it and have the feeling they have to prove themselves to others and are not allowed to feel empty or lonely or anything like that without getting labeled as weak. And I feel that this is a very big problem nowadays. And it's not only a very big problem nowadays, it's also the topic of this video, how to overcome that and how to fix that. Because there are many ways to overcome it and to find the problem that you are really having. Because in it of itself, emptiness, to feel empty at some point in your life, is actually very normal. It is not that deep to feel empty at some point in your life. Everyone feels empty, and I felt that, and I realized that a few weeks ago when I felt empty, when I felt I wasn't doing the right things anymore and I wasn't fulfilled business wise. And when I talked a few weeks later with a very good guy friend of mine, he had a similar issue and I was not aware of this. And I thought for a very long time that I am the only one having this issue and that everyone else around me is fine right now. But that's not true. It has not to be the same topic where you feel lonely with anybody else, for example. But many people feel lonely many times in their life, and this is totally normal. And you should also realize that it's totally normal for you to feel lonely or empty. Empty is the better word. To feel empty at some point in your life. It's totally fine. It's just very important how you deal with it and what you are doing in this situation. Because often you just lack of meaning or purpose in your life. You just don't know what's the purpose of your life right now. Or if you stick around to the right people, to the right girlfriend maybe, or boyfriend, or if you have the right friends in your friend group, if they are fulfilling your life as they should be. And these are all types of different questions which could create these emptiness. And many people, especially nowadays, because that's why I said that I have the feeling that this problem that many people feel empty, that this just occurred a few years ago. I have the feeling that nowadays many people are distracting themselves very quick. And if you feel empty because maybe your job is not fulfilling you, you try to distract yourself with the most simple things. You may be on social media, you maybe try to play a bit of Minecraft like me. And you're not asking yourself, what's the solution to the problem I have? You just distract yourself. And the first day you feel good about it because you forget about your emptiness. And you can fill your emptiness with this distraction. And the first day this might be good for you. It seems to be good, but actually it's not good. But I will come to why that is a bit later. But the distraction helps you on the first day. And on the second day, it still helps you, but maybe not as much as on the first day. And on the third day, even less. And so on and so on. And after a week, you feel very empty again. And you not only feel very empty again, you search for other distractions. But these distractions only help you short term. They will never be the key solution to your emptiness. And you need to realize that. And I really hope I can help you with that. And not only be able to help you with that, but also give you the solution to it. Because this short-term distraction just leads to misery. And you just know that you don't solve the actual problem you have. And sometimes it's not really emptiness what you feel. Sometimes it's just overwhelming what you're actually feeling. That you feel overwhelmed by any situation in life that you're facing right now. This can be really anything. And this is why this topic is so difficult. Because feeling empty could be because of so many situations. Maybe you lost a person in life which was very important for you. Your grandmother, your grandfather, your mom, your dad. That some kind of very hard emptiness which you could feel. Maybe it's your job which is not fulfilling you. Maybe you're not in the physical shape you should be. And this also goes to the first and most important point, I think, which could solve emptiness in the first place, or not solve it, but maybe prevent it from happening as hard as it might happen sometimes. And this is getting in physical shape, in good shape, and treating your body well. And this will help you with any kind of emptiness. Maybe not with everything, but sometimes you will feel empty about exactly this problem, that you are not in the physical condition you should be. Because the human being is not meant to be overweight. The human being historically was meant to travel tens of hundreds kilometers every day to go hunt. And this is very, very this is not how it should be today anymore. But the human body is meant to be physically strong. And you will also be psychic more strong if you are physically more strong. I promise you that. So this is the first thing you should definitely work on, is your physical health, is your body. You should work out. You should not only work out, you should sleep well. You should also work on your psychic health. If you have problems, talk about it, speak about it. Don't think that you are alone with it. There are so many people who are willing to help you and are able to help you by just talking about it. And when you are working on your physical shape, all of this will improve. Because working on your physical shape and your physical health overcomes many of the problems you have when feeling empty. Because sometimes you also feel empty because you are comparing yourself to so many other people on social media. While you're distracting it and feel better in the first place, you're subconsciously comparing yourself to other people you see on social media. And subconsciously, this will lead to even more emptiness, because you feel like you achieved nothing and everyone you see on social media achieved everything. And this could be everything. This could be anything again, like financially, relationships, or your physical body. You see so many people who achieved everything and you feel like you have achieved nothing. And this is why comparing yourself to others is just making this feeling of emptiness so much bigger. And this is such a big problem because you should not compare yourself to others. You should compare yourself to yourself only. The most important thing is that you are going to get better than you were the day before. And this was also so hard for me to understand, because I saw so many people on social media doing better than me, and I just went aiming for being better than them immediately. I saw somebody running 50 kilometers. I said I want to run 60, but I had never been on a run for 5 kilometers, for example. And then I saw somebody doing 70 or 80 kilometers. And then I said, okay, I need to go for 100. In my head, only in my head, because I never was going for a run. So I was completely making that up in my head, because I was comparing myself. And then the emptiness went bigger and bigger, because I thought I am doing nothing and I was barely running any kind of distance, but I want to run 100 kilometers, which is crazy in it of itself, but this is what I was comparing myself to. But what I should compare myself to is the guy which was running nothing and then runs 2 kilometers. And this would be such a big achievement for somebody who never ran, who never did that. To first run 2 kilometers is a very good achievement for many people, and many people will never achieve that. And this is crazy, because this is so easy to achieve. Just go out and run 2 kilometers. This cannot be so hard. And this is why comparing yourself to others is so bad and just amplifying the feeling of emptiness. Because you need to see what the actual reason was why you felt empty. Because this can be so many things. As I said, it might be losing some of your close people. It might be that your career is not fulfilling you. It might be your physical shape which is not fulfilling you. And often old habits can seem empty to you. That the hobby you are doing is not fulfilling you anymore, and that the partner in your relationship maybe is not fulfilling you anymore, because you are going into different directions. Maybe you want to have kids in your life. Maybe your partner doesn't want to have them. And if you are not cooperating in those core questions in a relationship, then you can feel lost very quickly in this relationship. And these old habits can seem very empty to you. And often you should change something about these habits. But also sometimes you don't need to change them. You need to change anything else. And you should stick to it, to these habits. Because sometimes they are good. Sometimes they can feel a bit boring or empty, but then you should change some different area in your life. Because sometimes you feel like your relationship is feeling empty, but maybe you can spice it up a bit again. This can also be with your normal friends. If this feels empty because you are just chilling in a PlayStation party, for example, this can feel very, very empty. Maybe you should go play soccer again, or make something more meaningful. And this is the very important thing. You should change something. And most important is that you self-reflect on what is the biggest issue right now. Because this is the one you should change. And even small steps can start giving a momentum and a new routine, which can help solving every other problem. Like, for example, if you feel not satisfied anymore in your relationship and you start a new hobby together, which also makes you fit in the same time, like riding bike together or going on mountain hikes or visiting the gym together. This can immediately boost your relationship to your partner and also boosting your physical health because you're working out. And this small routine, if you first start it, can help so much. You wouldn't believe it. But most of the people are also afraid to start something like that, and maybe are afraid to go the first step. Well, luckily I made a video about exactly that topic earlier, because I also had the struggle to start this YouTube channel, for example, because I was always more or less in the same situation. I felt empty. I felt like I want to change something and do maybe something new, try something different. And then I came across the idea to talk about this on a YouTube channel. And then I thought, maybe nobody is interested in that. Or I will never be able to help anybody with that. But then I thought, maybe this is something which would only help me by even trying it, by even starting. Because starting anything is the biggest challenge at all. And how to overcome it, as I said, I made a video about it. You can look it up on my channel and leave a like and subscribe to the channel while going to it. Thank you very much. And to start this helped me so much by just getting new ideas, starting new things, as I said. And this was so important for me, because long time I planned to do this channel for a very long time, and a very long time I had these thoughts of should I do it, should I really do it, are there really people interested in? But that's not very helpful, because the reason why you have these thoughts, I mentioned them in the video as well, are not even helpful, and they are not even real. You should start everything you want to start, and there are very good reasons to start, and all the reasons why you not start are very bullshit. And so this new routine which you started can give you so much momentum and give you so much ideas about other areas in your life. This will boost everything. I promise to you. It did the same for me. And after I realized that, I just thought immediately, okay, I have to make videos about it. I have to try to help other people with it. And I hope this message reaches you, and you just try anything. No simple distraction, no simple things. Maybe you can start working out. Maybe you can start talking to your partner about your relationship, which is not really satisfying you anymore. And maybe you can work on any kind of project you wanted. Maybe you want to start a side hustle because you don't feel satisfied with your job and your salary anymore. And you start with anything. It could be really anything, just a new project to focus on. Oh. Well, we will fix that later. What did I say? Just anything you start. Just any kind of new project where you have the feeling that you can change something. Change your own life. Help anybody, and this anybody is willing to pay you money for it. Or you also make YouTube videos, or you start dropshipping, or start designing a product which is more helpful than most of the dropshipping products. But there are so many ways and so many ideas and so many new thoughts that come up while doing it. You will be shocked how many these are. And you will also shocked how much this really distracts you from your emptiness, and not only distracting you from your emptiness, but also solving your emptiness. This will really solve your emptiness, and not any like cheap distraction, but the difficult new task with you that you try to solve. This is really helping you and your emptiness. Sorry. But that's everything I wanted to tell you. If you still feel lonely, I just can recommend you to watch this again and really hear what I say, because it helped me very much. See you.